So you just gonna be in the video? Yeah? You at least wanna say something to my viewers? I'll take that as a no.
There's a storm in my chest, wanna run from it. Like my veins full of Novocaine. I can feel my soul numbing, oh, I can feel my soul numbing. On the 101, breaking 101 just to feel something, oh.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the tune-up. It's been a cool minute. As you can see, new decor, new place, the whole nine. We still setting everything up, but for the most part, we all in here. How y'all doing? Y'all know me. It's your boy, Gerald O'Brien. Hope everything's going good in your life and more. Figured this would be a good video to get back on. I mean, you know, this is kind of like that middle ground for what people are looking for from me. Figured this is a good video to get back to a lot of the core people that watch everything on here. And I know it's been a while since I've done a video on these guys, so I figured, why not? Let's go with this one. We get into the Green Day album today. I did see a lot of people were very upset with the little rollout picture that they posted. Yeah, no trap beats, none of that. Just right to rock and roll, which is, you know, fine if that's what you're looking for. As many of you didn't let me forget, I messed up the whole Dookie thing and I went off the remastered title that I saw on Apple instead of 1994, but it actually came out. So first and foremost, I want to apologize for that. And secondly, you know, I haven't really kept up with Green Day after Dookie and American Idiot. I knew about the albums before and after both Dookie and American Idiot. I just never really sat with them. They never really left an impression on me, so to speak. I do apologize if that offends anybody. But I think that kind of helps with going into this project because I had no idea what to expect. It's 10 songs right to the point, just the way I like it. So let's just jump into it. This is Father of All from Green Day. Number 1, starting off with the title track, Father of All. Okay. Smacks you right in the face outright, which I think is what they were trying to go for with the promo photo that they posted when the album dropped. I liked it though. It's got that attitude I always look for when I listen to pop punk, alternative, however you want to label the genre. We're in a time of everybody hating labels, so, you know, I don't even know if that's even good to say, but yeah, I mean, however you want to classify that, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Did give me Portugal the Man type vibes though, especially in the vocals. Really reminded me a lot of Feel It Still, just way more edgy. Like Feel It Still definitely has more of a family-oriented feel, very childlike, fun, engaging song that's still very funky. I do enjoy the remixes of it a little bit more, but that's just me. That's just personal taste. But yeah, it definitely reminded me a lot of Feel It Still. I don't say that as an insult or a dig, but somebody might really find that insulting. So let me just keep on going from there. But I did enjoy it. It was fun. It was catchy. I liked it. Number 2, Fire Ready Aim. I mean, I like that one a little less than the opener. Did they pitch his vocals up? It doesn't sound, I mean, it sounds very different. And maybe I'm the wrong guy to ask. I got a Beyonce and Jay-Z t-shirt on. And y'all know that I'm production oriented and I'm always listening to R&B. But I don't discriminate in the genre. I just figured this would be a good video for y'all and us to converse on and come back with on this, because I have a lot more other stuff that I want to talk about on other videos, but I also know who watches my videos on the channel. So like I said in the beginning, it's kind of like that middle ground type video. But I don't know, I'm not feeling that too much. It's not a bad song, nothing wrong with it. It's just, I don't know, I'm kind of used to the delivery that I'm like more familiar with Billy Joel, like that kind of deadpan but still strong delivery. Like the I don't care about anything, but I'm gonna sing the shit out of this song type delivery. And I don't know, this feels a little bit more modern, and maybe that's what they were going for, but I don't know. I'm indifferent about it right now. But I do have 8 more songs, so let's just see where we go from there. Number 3. Oh yeah. If I'm honest, if you would have told me that's a Foster the People track, I would have believed you. I don't know, man. I don't know. And again, I like it because I love Foster the People, but I don't know, for all the noise and buzz they created off of, you know, saying rock and roll is so tame, and again, that rollout photo, the album is feeling a little tame. I think I was expecting a little more punch like what we got with that opening number, but again, I'm only 3 tracks in. But again, I'm very indifferent about it right now. Like, I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. So, I don't know. Hopefully something, like, grabs my attention as we go on, but I don't know so far. I don't know. Number 4, Meet Me on the Roof. I'm calling on the dance floor. I don't know, man. I think it was catchy. I like the whole dun dun dun, like the doo-wop kind of feel to it. Kind of like a throwback Motown track almost, but I don't know. I know it's Green Day, and I usually think Green Day is going to be so just rah, 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 rah. And then I remember they have records like Boulevard of Broken Dreams, but even that has a lot more edge than these songs. I mean, it was catchy. I'm not loving it so far. I'm just not loving it. I'm not all the way in, and I want to be. Number 5, halfway through, I was a teenager. All right. Ooh. I think we might be onto something. I don't wanna freak you out, but I cannot lie. I don't want a teenager. Ooh, there we go. I stand corrected. I didn't think it was going to turn into that. I was kind of disappointed with the initial delivery of the vocals, but that whole hook turned the whole song and the whole energy of the whole experience around. That's my favorite so far. That changed the whole complexion of the song for me. We're halfway through, so hopefully this energy keeps consistent throughout. Number 6, Stab You in the Heart. Hey. Now that's some rock and roll right there, baby. Okay, I see y'all. That's a whole throwback vibe. Like, if you were trying to really like recapture some of that magic that was rock and roll, that was, you know, Elvis, the Stones, and Elton John and all of that, I would say this is a nice way to kind of give people that type of vibe. I would definitely recommend showing them all the aforementioned artists, but this was a definite nice throwback to that very old school classic feel that is rock and roll. That's what made rock and roll such a dynamic and groundbreaking genre in the first place. There was just so much to the composition and, you know, the attitude, the musicality, and just the sheer attitude and direction of the music. Like everything about that. It's funk, it's engaging, and oh, loved it. Loved that track. And I was a little nervous about the record, but this is Green Day. I shouldn't have been nervous. A song called Stab You in the Heart, coming from a band like Green Day, can only work. It can only work, in my opinion, at least. Number 7, Sugar Youth. Oh yeah, second half of the album, way better. see that they're keeping this energy from the whole second half throughout the way out. And I love that. I was very happy that we started with I Was a Teenager. Again, I was iffy on that one too, but I like that this is really just staying very, very at the forefront for the album now. For me, this is a lot more engaging. I mean, it feels more like them now than it did early on. I was getting Portugal the Man, Foster the People, even like more indie stuff like Wolfpack and stuff like that. But not too much where it's like Vampire Weekend or like Tour That Cinema Club. But it was feeling very lighthearted and very tame, for lack of better words. But now I really like how much everything's kicked up towards the second half and towards the end of the album. So let's keep that going. Let's finish strong, guys. Coming up on the last bit of tracks, number 8, Junkies on a High. Oh yeah. Now see, it didn't switch it too much. It's still very attitude focused. It's still very energy centered. But it's dirty on that one. That one was real gritty with it. And I love that. Y'all know I love the gritty stuff. I love that dirty. I love when they really get into it. So shout out Junkies on a High though. I really like that record. That one's nice. Number 9, Take the Money and Crawl. I see you. I'm saying the second half of the album 10 times stronger. I'm kind of wishing it might have been stronger as an EP with these 5 songs. I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm liking that way more. Junkies on a High is right up there with Stab You in the Heart. Very vintage rock and roll feel, blues a little bit. I love that. That's dope. Number 10 and the final track, Graffitia. I don't know, man. Alright, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of disappointed by that. We had those 4 just straight back-to-back fire tracks. That's a bit of a letdown. It's a bit of a letdown, to be completely honest. I gotta keep it real. Last song was a letdown for me. Alright. Let's get into it for a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't have too much to say. Because, again, like I said, I mainly just stuck with Dookie and American Idiot. And then I just, went on a whole plethora of other music for the rest of my years. But I can definitely see where, and again, I see this with a lot of bands, I can see where a lot of people who are diehards for these guys, I could see where they would be disappointed. I could see where they would be like, what is this? Especially with the first half of the album. I mean, that last song kind of reminded me of everything I didn't like about the first half. I feel like those Green Day fans aren't fans of bands like how I mentioned Foster the People or even Tame Impala for that matter. I mean, I know I love Tame Impala, and I know, oh my God, there's some new Tame Impala on the way, and I can't wait for that. But I could see where somebody that's a really, really long-term diehard fan of Green Day wouldn't resonate with something like that. Something like Sit Next to Me probably wouldn't resonate with somebody who's a fan of anything like Holiday. Holiday is like a commercial Green Day song, but again, the whole attitude and the whole purpose behind it is a lot more poignant than something from Vampire Weekend or something from even the 1975. And I know a lot of people aren't happy with them right now, but you know, that's kind of the vibe I get from a lot of people who are like Green Day purists. They don't really like the softer stuff. They don't really like the more commercially acceptable stuff. They really like that punk energy and that punk attitude that set them apart when they were really coming up. I mean, American Idiot alone was just massive. The song, I mean, the album too, but the song really, really just slapped people in the face and was like, yo, we're here. Listen to the music. So I could see where they would be disappointed. The casual listener like myself, though, I mean, I didn't hate it. I think the second half was way stronger up until the end, but, you know, I don't think it's a project I'd go back to. I would go back to, you know, the main songs, but I don't know how much I would go back to them. The main songs I liked, I don't know how many times I would go back to them. Like, they were good, but they weren't strong enough to have me keep them on repeat, if that makes sense. And I don't say that to bash or to hate. It's just, it really has to hit me. Like, it has to catch me, it has to grab my attention, and it has to really grip me in such a manner that I can't do anything but sink my teeth into it repeatedly. And I feel like that's where a lot of people got mad at me with the Hamilton stuff too, because in the same vein, in the same breath that I'm saying, that's kind of how I felt about that too. Like, it was good, don't get me wrong. I enjoyed a good portion of it, but it wasn't that spectacle to where I want to show somebody else, or oh my God, like, wow, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard. For me, it wasn't that, but for everybody else, apparently it was. And that's perfectly fine. Shout out to all of the bands that are still around. Because, you know, a lot of people, if you haven't been on Twitter, which, that app. Anyways, a lot of people on Twitter are really praising a lot of different acts because of the time we live in. Right now, the focus is hip-hop. Everybody is really, really just going in and going crazy with hip-hop. Hence, the whole no trap beats part of their rollout picture, of the promotional picture, however you want to title it. But a lot of people are going with that production and going with that energy kind of to, you know, keep things moving and, you know, keep it popping, so to speak. Even though that's such a terrible term, but, you know, a lot of people will do that. You know, if they want a new hit, go with what people are listening to. And I see that they're paying attention to what people are listening to. I said I didn't have a lot to say, but I've been talking for almost 5 minutes now. But I'll wrap it up with this. I see that they're paying attention to the listeners, so to speak. I mean, because they're not going to turn around and make a record with, like, Lil Yachty or anything. But I see that they're paying attention to today's audience attention span. No song is over 4 minutes, and they're all relatively short. The album's only damn near half an hour, 26 minutes. So, you know, they are paying attention to who's listening now, which is great. But I don't know if this will be that project that kind of sways people to be like, oh my God, Green Day. Unless you're already like that. If you're already a diehard, then I wonder how you feel about it. Because if this isn't up to par with what you expect from them, you probably didn't have a good time listening to this. However, if you're like the fan that's always looking forward to what they do and you're happy that they're back, this probably is right up your alley. So again, I'm indifferent on this, but again, I didn't hate it. So, I mean, if this is your cup of tea, then great. If not, I don't know if you're going to look forward to anything else they do in the future. But maybe you will. Time will tell. That's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, the whole nine. You know the biz. You know what it is. Straight up Brian, and I'm out.